Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, widely regarded as one of the most beloved couples in the industry, have riveted. Their real-life romance and on-screen chemistry have captivated TV viewers for decades. On Jimmy Kimmel Live, the team recently made an energetic visit to promote their live after the Oscars special, which will air just after Hollywood's biggest night. They provided viewers with amusing and genuine insights into their personal lives, marriage, and the adjustments they've made since becoming empty nesters, in addition to discussing the highly anticipated post-Oscars party. After meeting on the set of All My Children and falling in love instantaneously, the pair eloped to Las Vegas and have been married since 1996. Their partnership has been solid throughout the years. They did this while juggling 3 children, demanding occupations, and their roles as co-hosts of Live with Kelly and Mark. Following his 2020 college graduation, their son Michael, born in 1997, joins the production team of the Real Housewives series. Musician Lola, who was born in 2001, now calls London home. The wrestler Wachine is a senior at Michigan and was born in 2003. After all 3 children have boarded the plane, Ripa and Consuelos may unwind in their ideal New York City house. The pair has welcomed this new chapter with unexpected routines and comedy, rather than the usual struggles that parents have when their children move away. Mark was excited to share this with Jimmy Kimmel's audience. Since the kids left, Consuelos has taken up an entertaining habit, which he revealed. In an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, he confessed that he had begun to use their bathrooms instead of Ripa's main one. Mark told a humorous story to the audience about how he gives Kelly free run of their master bathroom and frequently goes to the kids' rooms to use the lavatory. As the crowd went wild over this new information, Ripa, who had earlier expressed her reluctance to have that detail published on national television, simply rolled her eyes and laughed. Mark has a straightforward explanation for his choice, even though it may appear to be an eccentric habit. It is only fair that I be able to use those facilities now that I have paid for them. He made a joke about how he can now take stock of the house's various restroom arrangements, something he was unable to accomplish while the kids were there. Even though she was rude about his comment at first, Ripa later said that she likes using the main restroom alone. Even while it leads to some strange new behaviors around the house, it is one of the unexpected benefits of being alone. Additionally, the co-hosts discussed ways that they managed to keep their personal and professional lives in harmony. Mark became Ripa's official permanent co-host in 2023, and that was before he started making the expected bathroom jokes. They reflected on the changes to their on-air and off-air dynamics since Ryan Sarah's departure, as they approached their 2nd anniversary as co-anchors. Among the interview's more entertaining parts was a discussion of how Mark occasionally ignores Kelly when she talks to him. According to him, this occurs frequently on the show. A lot of the time, I come up with a meal plan for later while I'm seated there. With a chuckle, Mark admitted this. "Oh, I know," Kelly said while laughing and nodding in accord. "Only half of what I say reaches him." They made it clear that they keep their job and home lives completely separate, even though they did poke fun at each other's forgetfulness on occasion. The show does not go home with them, as Mark made clear. They revert to their roles as husband and wife, not co-hosts, as soon as the cameras stop rolling. He quips, "We usually forget who we even interviewed by the time we get home." They can continue to enjoy one another's company in this way. Their chat with Kimmel revealed that many surprising anecdotes were tossed in for variety. Viewers were ecstatic by the couple's candor and shared their happiness on various social media platforms as the interview went live. Their enjoyment of making fun of each other and Mark's toilet habits earned them praise for being relatable. You can't deny the connection that Mark and Kelly have. They complement each other well. After being married for nearly 25 years, who else could you be casually amicable with? An admirer had the opinion that a masterclass on how to avoid arguments by unintentionally ignoring people should be offered by Mark Consuelos. From talking red carpet fashion to the peculiarities of married life, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos continue to entertain fans both on and off screen. After seeing them on Jimmy Kimmel Live and Mark's funny admission, what are your thoughts on the matter? Leave a comment and tell us. Watching live after the Oscars is a good idea if you want to see more of their trademark humorous charm. Kelly and Mark's appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live has brought attention to a change in society's standards around daytime television, transcending the basic promotion of their program. The show has transformed from a casual talk with Mark to a daily unscripted reality comedy showcasing a married couple who have weathered the storms of Hollywood for nearly 30 years when it officially went live in April 2023. Kelly and Mark's time together is unlike any other, providing a particular historical perspective that differs from that of Michael Strahan and Regis Philbin. Offering a wonderfully low-stakes yet profound perspective, it warmly welcomes you into a real, long-lasting partnership. A lot of people have connected with this dynamic. Listening to their stories provides a certain type of emotional sustenance during severe news cycles. Spouse's voice, and making light of inappropriate conduct in airports and other public places. The subject of the couple's home peculiarities since emptying the nest is almost immediately launched into as Mark admits to hopping from one bathroom to another. Fans have also shared the toilet story and the idea of an airport divorce, both of which have gained a lot of attention in recent months. In a show that aired in late 2023, Kelly proposed the concept of couples flying together but saying goodbye at the terminal entry. The sole item awaiting their arrival is the designated meeting place at the entrance. Mark encapsulated their on-air energy with a response that was a combination of bewilderment and little annoyance. When it comes to navigating security and duty-free stores, Kelly, being the ever-realist, claimed that operating alone is more efficient. During their 2 hours at the airport, Mark pretended to be a classic romantic who failed to understand his wife's motivation for wanting to break off their engagement. Their ability to make light of everyday frustrations is on full display in these short videos that have gone viral on platforms like Instagram and TikTok. Viewers can learn about marital grudges without actual conflict because the stakes are minimal. Their love language of fighting has become a defining characteristic since they are solid. Everything goes on Kimmel. Whether it's Kelly openly criticizing Mark's morning intimacy preferences, Mark's lack of enthusiasm in a narrative, or any habit discussed by either of them. Because of their candor, their marriage is being watched by adoring admirers through these talks. It's not a perfect portrayal of fame, but it does capture the chaotic, humorous reality of a married couple who have been together for over 50 years. Beyond Mark's bathroom invasion, one of the key topics of Kimmel's speech is baby boomers getting ready for empty nests. During this stage, the pair has felt the liberation more acutely. After their youngest child, Wayne, moved to Michigan, Ripa joked in earlier interviews that the nudity ban might be resurrected. The new phase also ushers in nationally broadcast parental disputes. They recently ignited a discussion on Christmas presents for grown-up children. Because they are adults with jobs, Ripa and Consuelo proposed that Michael, Lola, and Joaquin get zero presents. They reasoned that their children might be more interested in receiving money or just showing up to the family reunion. The episode gained a lot of attention after receiving feedback from parents around the country. It shed light on an additional relatable facet of changing parent-child dynamics. The off-screen activities of the Consuelo's children, Joaquin's wrestling matches, Lola's nascent London music career, and Michael's production work, contribute substantially to the storyline of the show. Mark, who doesn't portray himself as a mere TV personality, frequently talks about how he visits Joaquin at college on weekends while making fun of his kid. The key to comprehending their present-day dynamic and its achievements is delving into their past. On the set of All My Children in 1995, they met and quickly became experts in improv and collaboration. In terms of chemistry, they have extensive training. Anchoring a live, unscripted morning program is significantly different than memorization lines for a soap opera. One of the main concerns voiced by the critics was that a married pair hosting together may lose the magic of discovery due to their shared life experiences. As some early reviews severely predicted, the daily host chat, the unscripted opening portion that distinguishes the show, could deteriorate into dull household slang or, even worse, unpleasant phony banter. Critics said the dynamic would be lifeless and artificial if there wasn't the inherent interest in two people meeting up on their respective weekends. Later interviews even got Ripa to acknowledge that she was worried about their personal and professional lives colliding, which made her think it would be a poor idea at first. Within months of Mark's official debut, however, those worries were put to rest when the show's ratings skyrocketed, reaching series highs in both households and total viewers. Their common heritage turned out to be an asset, rather than a liability. Over time, the show transformed into something more unique than your average chat show. A low-stakes marriage on television session that millions of people watched as if they were invited to participate. Instead of using polite interview techniques, the Kelly and Mark era was characterized by a no-artifice mentality that highlighted the messiness of long-term partnerships. When Ripa announced that the Girl Scouts would be phasing out several varieties of cookies, It sparked a passionate and now widespread argument. This dynamic was encapsulated in the debate. Mark's reaction was both intense and funny. "No way. Not if the Samoa is involved." With an air of impassioned but half-joking seriousness, he vowed to bolt from the set at this very moment. Cookies weren't the only topic of the segment. Their unique personalities shone through. Kelly as the one who starts trouble and Mark as the one who follows his routine. Similarly, the pair got out of their seats when talking about a news article about millennials utilizing AI to compose breakup texts. They spoke to the crowd on an individual level, bringing out an astonished audience member called Ashley, who confessed to breaking off a relationship using the technology. There was an exciting, unscripted quality to the moment that brought the host and audience closer together than on other broadcasts.